All right, we are officially live. Hello, guys. Welcome to our very first live session. We're just going to have a chit chat, kind of do a get to know us, get to know Sisters Talk. We have Lucy and I'm Sin, so we are both here. We're just going to be just kind of talking about our favorite shows for 2020. Of course, you guys know we review Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Potomac. So this is just going to be a free kind of let's talk, get to know us if you have any questions, and we will just have a conversation like a normal Saturday morning conversation, just hanging out. That's what we're just going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link if you want to, anybody wants to join us, feel free. So. I just went ahead and put the link up. All right, Lucy. What should we start with?
Oh my God.
I feel like there's so much has happened.
Yeah. First and foremost, we just want to say Happy New Year's, everyone. Hope you guys really enjoyed. Really got to kickstart your new year. I know last year was very rocky. You know, there's so many things that happened last year, but again, we give thanks to God, and just, hopefully things will be different this year. So yeah, and hopefully you guys are staying healthy and just quarantining and just being safe at all times, and just using precaution as you move around. So yeah, I'm just glad that we're all here, and we all this new year, 2021.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. We have made it to 2021. 2020 was a tough year, but this is a new year, fresh start. Whatever your New Year's resolution is, this is a great time to just kind of kickstart it. And yeah, and it's okay if you don't fulfill your New Year's resolution. It's fine. It is okay. But just pick back up where you left, just don't quit. Just continue to motivate yourself, and just don't quit.
Nope.
It's okay. If you decide to have your New Year's resolution in June, May, July, it is okay. Just the only thing, you just have to start.
Exactly. And that's all that matters, is just start. Don't ever quit. It is
Yeah.
like today's the second, right? So you still have a long way to go. So it's always about just picking yourself up and just keep trying, keep motivating yourself. So
Absolutely. Do you have any New Year's resolution, Lucy?
I have not made my New Year's resolution. So that is something I am working on right now. However, I started off very good. I'm just, not that I'm doing anything major, but I'm just doing some things a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So but I have not, wrote down anything that I want to do specifically. But however, that will be happening before this week is over.
Yeah. Technically, I'm a person, I don't really make New Year's resolution because I'm one of those people. I don't really make New Year's resolution because I just want to kind of work within my own time. Yes, it's always good to have a goal, and I like to kind of have a goal, but I like to kind of just work on it as I go,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I really like to do, just kind of work on it as I go. Yeah. But I feel like definitely my New Year's resolution is always just be consistent with everything I decide to do, just remain consistent. Yeah.
And I think that consistency is just, that's it. That's all you need, actually, because I think with consistency, you can get a lot done. I mean, let's say one of your goals is to lose the amount of weight that you want, amount of pounds that you want. I mean, with consistency, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually a really good point. And I think that's actually it. I don't think that people realize that it's just the consistency.
Yeah, just consistency. Um, yeah. So I guess we can go ahead and start with our little chit chat. We were going to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac. And yeah, we can go ahead and get that started. So, of course, you guys know on this channel we review Real Housewives of Potomac. Me, Sin, I review Real Housewives of Potomac, and I guess yeah, we're gonna leave that there. And then Lucy, of course, reviews Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we are going to just kind of talk about which show is better. So personally, I think Real Housewives of Potomac I like Real Housewives of Potomac. I think it definitely has a lot to offer. It's in one of those areas where it's kind of like close to the DC area, of course. Yeah, it definitely has a lot of potential. The cast, it varies. I see Potomac views getting close to Atlanta, like the amount of like recognition that Atlanta has. I definitely see Potomac getting there. What about you, Lucy?
I think so too. I think that's how it always starts out, especially now that like when with the new the season 13 of Housewives of Atlanta. As you can see, the ratings are really going low. So I think that may potentially Potomac will definitely suppress Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do see the ratings. So I think that Potomac definitely has a potential. I think it's one of the it's definitely popular. It's definitely since even Real Housewives of Atlanta is on. I think that a lot of more people are talking about Potomac more than they're actually talking about Housewives of Atlanta. So I can definitely.
Lucy, I have to correct you because I've been getting a lot of correction from like within our comment section. People are saying that I say Potomac. Okay, so it's Potomac, not Potomac. You know how you say Potomac. And
Okay,
people,
correcting it.
hi, Takia Gray. Hello. Welcome. Join our live stream.
Hi everyone. You guys can see that I'm not really a big fan of the Potomac or Housewives of Atlanta Potomac. I do apologize, but I will be corrected in saying Potomac. Thank you guys.
No, Potomac. They say it's
Potomac. Okay.
Potomac. They've been really getting on like it's Potomac. I'm like, okay. But it sounds like the pronunciation and the spelling doesn't match. So I guess it's Potomac, not Potomac. So Potomac.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
I've been saying it wrong all. Okay.
I know. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Okay, so hold on. I don't know if I can share that. Hi, Takia. Hello. Welcome, welcome. This is our first live stream. We're just kind of just chit-chatting, having a little conversation, of course, about housewives, getting to know us, our channel. So welcome.
Thank you all for joining us. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sin, so since Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then Real Housewives of Potomac, how
And I'm sorry, Takia, if you're interested in calling in, you can. We kind of got this working now. So if you want to just come have a conversation with us, you can. You're welcome. Okay. Hi, Takia. Okay, I see you. And hi, Takia.
Hi, hello.
If you don't have to have your webcam on if you don't want to. Yeah, you can turn it off I see you. Okay. How do you do that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Because I know, yeah. How are you, Takia? If am I saying it right?
So you said it exactly right. You're the only person who gets it
Yeah,
right.
I'm so excited. Well, welcome to our very Sisters Talk very first live stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
we're
is
just
your first time doing that?
yeah, this is our first time going live. We've never gone live before.
Time. Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's what?
I said that's awesome. So what's today's topic?
Well, we're just going. Oh, I don't know. Something's like there's I'm getting a lot of like kickback. So we're just talking about pretty much everything Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac, just anything you want to talk about. We will have that conversation. We're also doing just kind of get to know us, our channel. Yeah. Well, Takia, are you also joining from our YouTube? Like, are you on YouTube?
I was on YouTube, but I just started broadcasting saying that.
Oh, okay. I think that's what the kickback was. Like I was hearing a lot of just kind of noise in the back, like background noise. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah. Are you a YouTuber?
I, I was talking about Housewives of Potomac,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's one of my favorite shows, and I'm so Monique is gone. I don't know if I'm gonna watch
I
it.
know. I'm really sad to see her leave. I'm sad to see her leave the show. Like I like we review Potomac here and we also review Atlanta as well too. But I'm really sad to see Monique leave. It's a shock. Like I was kind of shocked. Were you shocked to see her leave, Takia?
I was honest, but I understand her reason. But I
Um, yeah. Did you start watching the show from the beginning, like
I
2016?
started season two.
Oh, season. That's when Monique came on. That's when she joined the show.
And yeah, they never liked Monique. I started with
They didn't. They didn't like. They didn't. I don't know why because she, if you think about what Potomac represents, Monique represents like Potomac. She, I don't know if there's like a little static going on. I'm not sure. Hold on. Okay. I think it may be a little bit stable now. Yeah, like if you really think about Potomac, you kind of like that's Monique. Monique is all the way Potomac.
Can Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Lucy.
Now it's better. It was just a little static a little earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
better.
So do you
I
also do
probably have
you
my
also
Bluetooth.
watch Atlanta?
Oh yeah, I'm a fan of Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
Okay, so this would be a good conversation then because we're just trying to compare like Atlanta to Potomac. That's kind of like the topic we're kind of going through. We're trying to compare like which show is better, why is it good. So we're just kind of having that conversation. Okay.
Well, Atlanta is better, but now that Nene's gone, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't know. Seriously, I
So
don't know. I mean, the new girl, she's very dramatic, so she might work out, but Nene is the show. So
Mm-hmm.
So people say that Nene. Okay, so I mean, you guys have seen the ratings, right, on Real Housewives of Atlanta. The ratings have gone low compared to the many seasons ago. That since Nene, I don't necessarily say that it was because of Nene the ratings has gone down. I think it's just because of maybe they should just bring in like some of the maybe old cast. I would say maybe bring back Phaedra, and just some of the old cast members. I really think that would definitely turn up the show and just make the show. With these new cast members like Drew and so some of the friends of the show like Latoya and just the new girls, the new ladies that are coming in. I think it's just everything has shifted so fast. Like Drew came in, and then with her relationship issues, I think that everything moved so fast, where it just felt
Mhm.
like, there was just so much rush in, So I think that they need to just be a little bit. They need to just maybe switch the cast members around and not necessarily bring back Nene.
No, but see, the way Drew came in, it's like boom, I have relationship problems. Boom. My mom lives here, like it was like too much at once. It's like she's gonna get read real fast, and your first one's gonna read her is Kenya.
Takia, I'm right with you, honestly, because I feel like it was just like it's a lot. It's like a lot of storylines on Atlanta. It's way too much. Of course, we have the whole Portia, and she's being advocating for the Black Lives Matter movement, which is awesome. Then we also have Drew as well. With her whole marriage situation, we always talk about what is presented to us on the show, like anything that's going on, like in the background. So we always want to talk about what they show us. I just feel like it's a lot, and you can definitely tell, like they are, everyone's working to get another Peach, like to come back for season 2. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel all the way authentic, like what's going on,
No, and a lot that they need a new host. Andy gotta go.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I can understand that Andy is a part of the the producers and everything, but he is too biased.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, Nene, I think it's some truth to what Nene is saying now because of how they did Monique.
Mm-hmm.
So with the brand, with Atlanta and with Potomac, it's like, okay, they're the most popular, they're the most viewed, but they're not the most paid. So I don't know if they're gonna get those Phaedras and them back like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Like, to me, I feel that Nene definitely Nene was a, like, she was a big deal, like with the whole Atlanta franchise, because it was like, she was like one of the, it was her, Kim Zolciak, what is it? Deandra Snow, Lisa Wu, and Sheree Whitmore.
Wasn't Claudia there at one time? Claudia?
Claudia came, I want to say like season 5. She came like later, maybe like after Kenya came. That's like when Claudia joined. But like Nene, Kim, Deandra Snow, Lisa Wu, they were one of the, like, they started the whole Atlanta franchise. Like, it was pretty much all of Nene's idea. And she came in, she invited, this was like her group of friends. And pretty much it was about rich women living in Atlanta. Like the rich lifestyle, the luxury lifestyle of like pretty much being rich. And it was, it was good to see. They were a different like group of friends. They were a group of friends, kind of like just being rich, I guess.
Yeah. I was watching the reunion of Monique, and I feel like Monique. Okay, I was waiting for the rest of the binder information, all the tabs to come, and I feel like they did, but they edited it out.
Yeah, she said they edited it out. She said that there was so much, like, she was saying a lot of stuff. She said that she, like, her and Giselle, they had a conversation for almost like 2 hours. Like, she was just going on and on. But I feel like definitely they edited it out. Of course, they have to have like every show, they always have to have a villain. So I guess Monique was their villain, on this moment.
When Giselle is really the villain.
Yeah, but we know she's the producer's favorite. She is Bravo's darling. They always
I don't know about, see, Bravo need to think twice about who they make they star, because see, she wants everybody to bring their business to the table, but her business is so flawed. And it's like, Giselle, you're flawed. How can she run the brand? I think they just need somebody else to go to for that.
Yeah. And the thing about it, the funny thing, I'm like, okay, if we one point Nene was Bravo's darling. She was Bravo's favorite. If we can kind of compare Nene to a Giselle or to a Lisa Vanderpump over in Beverly Hills. Okay, so she's the first, she was a fan favorite and she was Bravo's darling. But then we also have Giselle, who's just a producer's favorite, but she's not a fan favorite. So it's kind of like, I feel like Karen needs to be that role. You know, she needs to have that role of like being one Bravo's favorite or Bravo's darling because she's also a fan favorite. I don't know why they keep, I'm not sure like why, I don't know like what it is like their partnership with Giselle.
Green Eye Bandits. I don't know.
I think it's the green eye.
It's the green eye.
It's
I
the green
mean, the
eye.
hair don't change. The clothing is whack. I mean, the attitude is whack. How can she be a pastor's wife, ex-wife, or anything of that sort when she's so messy? Yeah,
Yeah.
Karen. I think Karen should be the go-to.
Yeah, she should. Okay. Hi, Denise. Hi, thick girl 40. Hello. Welcome to this is our first live stream. So if you want to join, you can. Hello. We're just having a conversation. Hi, Denise. Hey. Yeah. I think honestly, Tia, it's definitely I think it's definitely the green eyes. Definitely, I think it's the green eyes. The green eyes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Karen is definitely one of my favorites. I love Karen. Karen Huger.
Okay, so what do y'all think about Candace?
What do we think? Okay, so far, okay, season 4, I loved Candace. I love how she came in, especially with she had very like a black girl magic essence to her. You know, she went to a HBCU, and I love that dynamic that she had. I love definitely like the friendship her and Monique had. But I don't know. I just feel like all of a sudden you can definitely see that she got influence with the Green Eyed Bandits. And they kind of like influenced her towards like, you know, like her friendship with Monique. And I don't think it was, I don't know, her friendship with Monique, it started becoming very like messy, especially you can see on the show. It was more of like a one-sided friendship, you know? Definitely one-sided.
Yeah, because if, like Monique is looking at Candace as a real friend, and when the whole plot was trying to come out, Giselle did actually bring that in the confessionals on TV. And when they sat there on the reunion, they totally gaslighted Monique and told her everything that she saw she didn't see. But Bravo producers, I don't know if they were trying to mess Andy up too. But as Andy was saying, that wasn't happening. The video footage was saying everything that happened. Even her telling Rhonda what happened, they did that on camera. So I'm like, Giselle did bring it out. Candace probably knew about it, but Giselle actually said it on camera.
Yeah, she did say it on camera because she wanted to say it. Like, that's a no-brainer. She definitely wanted to say it. It's not anything
She couldn't wait because she was like, the fact is, how do you know that's a fact, Giselle?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess like, you know how they were saying that Chris, you know, he was saying, oh, he looked kind of just like me. And you know, he kept saying, I guess that was like the green light for her, like, oh, I see what you mean. But I don't think he was even saying it like that because
No, he told her that because he already knew that Giselle was trying to bring that to the light. And Monique probably told her husband what was going on. So when Giselle came over, he was like, I'm going to ask her and see what she says.
Yeah, that kind of does make sense. Like, I think that he kind of already knew like what was going on, like the plan. That's why he kept saying it. But but she, you know, I guess it just gave her like a green light. I guess they're trying to make this like their storyline for the show. And, you know, I guess it's like,
that was Chris' way. No, that was Chris' way of saying, you need to hush because my son looks like me. But he was saying it I think she was scared in that moment because the way she was standing there like, oh my God. what should I say?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
her eyes, she was like, yeah, she was like a deer stuck in headlights. How did I get here?
That's true. That's true. I guess she was just like, oh, this is what they're gonna say. But I feel that I'm glad that they definitely shut that down because I feel that this was probably gonna be like the whole show, definitely like the
Yeah,
whole
that
show.
rumor would have been it, but the fight ended up being the whole show.
Yeah, but unfortunately, like, the altercation happened between Monique and Candace, and this it became pretty much the whole show. But I'm glad that they definitely, because that would have just been like now, kind of seeing like what Monique talked about, like why would you even want to bring that, like why would you even want to even bring that on the show? Like 18 years from now, her son is gonna watch this, like, oh my gosh, like why would they even say that, I don't know. Okay.
So I don't watch, you guys. I don't really watch Potomac. However, who did Andy have a favorite on the show?
So
I know who his favorite is. I think I know who his favorite is. His favorite is
who?
Giselle.
Yeah.
It's Giselle because he should have, when that came to the light, he should have had more questions for Giselle and Jamal. And he didn't. But he had a whole lot of gaslighting from Monique.
And which is funny because the reason why I brought this up because if you all also watch Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I remember so many seasons when there was so many things that Teresa had did during that season, and I don't think that Andy ever held her accountable for a lot of the things that she did. Because if you guys know Teresa, you guys know how Teresa is. So I just wanted to bring that up because I just feel like there's so many things that goes on, and sometimes when I watch it and I rewind, I'm like, this is something that Andy should have brought into light and really had a conversation, especially with so many altercation that has happened. And I just felt like when a lot of people talk about the Monique this situation, I feel like it was so much gaslighting that was going on just by the reviews and of course watching the clip. I thought that he really focused on that rather than the other stuff, rather than just past things that he could have really focused on. So I really wanted to just ask that because it just seems that he really does have favors.
Yeah. And
Yes, he does.
Denise, you may, yeah, go ahead. Well, I don't know because I'm kind of in the if, but I would say definitely watch you say you started with Candace coming on when she came out. So that was like maybe season 3. So you have to watch season 4 and season 5. Yeah. It's a lot going on, but I feel like season 5 was the best season so far. Yeah. Although it's kind of messy, but it was good. Yeah, of course. We all know like Andy definitely has a favorite, which is Giselle, because Giselle does everything Andy wants her to do. Yeah. And I'm like, he didn't even apply, like he was not he didn't even okay, it was mostly Monique and Karen really holding Giselle accountable because if they never brought that, none of that would have been brought to light. Like she's faking us. It's a fake storyline. Like why is Giselle getting away with things? She just gets away with things.
Right.
Okay, so what about the whole Candace calling Monique ghetto or hood? Okay.
Look, wait a minute. See Candace right here. This okay. I can understand where Candace comes from, but her mouth. She don't read like she's from a straight white school. She don't talk like she has a lot of white girl in her.
She definitely has
Candace
a lot of
reads like a
lingo.
black girl.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me she don't know what can happen from her running her mouth. You learn that in elementary. Your words
Mhm,
can be powerful. Your
mhm,
words can be more emotionally abused than physical. And she
mhm,
sits there and emotionally abuse people. Watch her
mhm,
husband tells her to hush too many times.
mhm,
It's like she knows, she has to know. She can't be that totally spoiled where she
mhm,
don't know that her mouth can get her in trouble.
mhm. Yeah,
And
and
then she had, a, then she had an altercation that lets her know her mouth gets her in trouble.
mhm, mhm. And emotional abuse is also another form of abuse as well, too. Like
It's a
emotional abuse.
hard, it's worse than being physical because
Mhm.
those words can be a stain in your brain and in your heart, and you can make somebody actually feel that way about themselves, and that can cause them to kill themselves. You cannot
Emo-
talk to people any old kind of way and think there's no repercussions for it. Even if nothing happens to you, something can happen to that person that you're talking to like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I would definitely agree with you. Emotional abuse is far more worse than physical or any other type of abuse, I would say.
You know how many people have took their life just because of what somebody said to them?
Yeah, or how or just their attitude or their sense of belonging towards someone. Yeah, I that's true.
Yeah, and I think that I think she knows that it's bad. Like Tikid definitely knows like her words have an impact, can have an impact because she knows like I think it's another way of like hurting people is definitely like emotional abuse. So she knows it. She knows what she's doing. I think maybe that just
Mhm.
validates, that she won the argument or so. Yeah. Oh, okay. Think girl 40. Hey.
Hey, babe.
Hey girl. Hello.
How
Yeah,
y'all
this
doing?
is good. This is our little first live stream. We've never been live before, so we're just trying it out.
I think Candace might have went to an all white people school, but no, it wasn't all white. But she was so used to getting the white girls together, and she probably thought she was better than the black girls.
Mhm.
So the black girl she probably felt like she was being bullied.
Mhm.
So now that's where her superiority comes from with the hood and ghetto. You got to be ghetto, all that bull crap.
Yeah, I was also thinking. Okay, what I was also thinking is that you actually make a really good point, think girl. That she probably Okay, sorry guys, my background's a little loud. But yeah, I think that she's definitely used to like having kind of like a getting the other ladies like the white girls are in her school together that she's bringing that on to Potomac. But another thing is like if this was probably if she went to grade school, maybe she's probably in grade school maybe a few years ago, but she went to Howard though, so she should be used. She went to Howard HBCU. I don't know why she would turn back around within her adult years and I don't know, look down on other. I don't know.
Because she feel like she's superior, and if you don't give her due, she feel like you got to be jealous of her, or you got to be less. What, girls? You don't sit down.
Lucy, you went to a HBCU, right? Lucy went to a HBCU, but in
I
HBCU they teach you how to it's like you have to um it's like embracing your culture, embracing the black culture. So I don't understand like why Candace has this whole like
I don't think Candace know why she.
maybe maybe she thinks she's better than Monique. Maybe is there did Monique
She
also?
thought she was better than Monique. Monique got the money, but she thinks she got the stature. She thinks she has the what it takes to be in Potomac to be the it girl. She probably came on this show thinking that she was gonna be the it
She's
girl.
not in Potomac though. Monique and Karen are the only person in are the only people in Potomac.
Yeah,
Which,
because she live across the street from the hood anyway.
yeah, which is funny because if Monique leaves, the show is all about Real Housewives of Potomac. Monique leaving, it only leaves Karen being the only housewives in Potomac.
But you know, they try to downplay that they don't live. You see, they never talk really about where they live at.
Yeah, because I think Candace lives in
And
Baltimore.
I live in DC, so I know she know where she is. She's not even near Potomac.
Oh, okay. Is she at Baltimore or I think Bowie?
Yeah, Bowie.
Bowie. How far is that from Potomac?
It's not. It's not near the status of Potomac. It might be in proximity, but it ain't the what she tried to make it seem like her life is. I tell you that.
Oh, okay. Unless she grew up in the countryside.
Yeah, Bowie is like being gentrified and all that kind of stuff. It's a working class people's part of town.
Oh, okay.
Middle class, like.
Oh, okay.
It
Hey,
ain't no rich.
folks. Styling. Hello. Hey, B.
Hey.
Yeah. We're just having a little conversation. This is our first live, so we're having just a little conversation about Atlanta and Potomac. Yeah.
But I would really love to get in her head to see where does that come from? Because it's just crazy to me.
Yeah. I also think it can also be it definitely, it's like a mixture of ignorance as well. Definitely, like, education does not equate to like having common sense. You know, I also think that she has that like very like, because
You know, her tag is I own the library, but I'm like, are you reading any of your books that's in the library? Because baby,
it
you may
might
own
be
it, but are you reading?
right. And what gets me is she's a pageant girl. I'm just so surprised that she talks like that. Her mind, like, it's lethal. Her
Oh
voice,
my God.
yeah.
You talk so anti-black though. Like, girl, you do know that you do know who you are, right? You do know your skin color, right, baby? But then when we start coming after her, it's colorism. No, you cannot sit there and have your anti-black rhetoric, and then when it's time, when somebody come at you, it's because the color of your skin. No, it don't work like that, boo boo.
Yeah.
Not how colorism works, boo.
I don't think it's with Candace. I always say, like, I said that I don't feel like it's colorism within the cast, but it's definitely colorism from the audience. I do think she gets a little bit of colorism from the audience, but I don't within the cast. I don't know, because she gets along with most of the girls.
Mm?
Who are we talking about? Candace or
Yeah, Candace.
Candace.
oh, she cannot scream no black girl nothing the way she acts.
Thank you. That's my whole point. Thank you. You cannot sit here and do all the hood and Val and animals and hood rat and then go back when somebody confronts you on what you just said and be like, they're talking, they're bullying me because of my color. No.
Do you know how many people she bullied before she actually got bullied? Maybe that's
Oh,
her
I
karma.
know. You wish the
All
whole
that
person that was
homophobic
dying
stuff.
death. Like, who does that?
Yeah.
Then you
Yes.
tell turn to burn in eternal hell. What is wrong with you?
And then gets mad that she tells production.
Right.
You don't
You
want
need
no
help.
repercussions.
You need help. You really do.
Mm-mm.
And if you can't see that, that lets you know you need help extra. But you're
Yeah.
not being able to see it.
Y'all have to realize Candace is spoiled. She just got under Dorothy's wing, and now she has her own house now, so she feels like she's really obligated to look down on others.
Yeah. But the thing about
It's kind of sad, but the way
it
she
is.
tried. Oh,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying like the thing about it is like she was Miss. I don't even want to. Is it Miss USA?
And you know how Kenya acts as Miss USA.
Kenya Miss. I think was Kenya Miss USA or Miss America?
One of them two.
One of them two.
I
But they,
don't
ooh,
get that because I'm just gonna say. Remember when Portia messed Kenya and Kenya had a
Yeah,
whole
bye, Ashy.
about that?
I think ever since then, Kenya has never forgiven Portia for confusing her for the wrong title,
I
giving
think.
her the wrong title.
Remember when she actually remember? I think it's I don't know if it was this season or last season. Remember when she mentioned it? They did like a rewind of it. I don't know if it was this season or last season. She said she's confusing me with Miss some Kenya, something like that, and Kenya kept bringing it back to light. So I think that she does still have something against Portia with that.
Yeah, Kenya was actually Miss USA 1993. So Miss USA, I just looked it up.
That is one of the best memes on the internet. Still to this day.
Yeah, Kenya. Oh, yeah. I think she was one of the first African American women to
Yeah,
win.
she was. She was. I think she was the first one because they took Vanessa Williams' crown, so I think she was the first.
Yeah, or was Vanessa? I know Kenya definitely was. So Vanessa did run for Miss USA, or was it Miss America?
One of the I can't tell you. I just
Let me
know it got took it. I don't know which one got taken, but she ran. She was something, and they took her title.
let me see. Vanessa Williams. Okay. I think she was Miss America. Yeah. She was crowned Miss America 1984. Yeah. I guess Kenya, she takes that very serious, guy. Kenya Moore, Miss USA 1993.
Yes, was in her feelings. So don't misrepresent her.
So
You
would
could
you
talk
guys
about her husband not being good. You could talk about her not being up to par when she first got here, but you better not mess up her title.
right. She takes that to heart. So would y'all compare Kenya to Candace, because they're both pageant girls and they have this very upper echelon kind of attitude.
Yeah, and they both love to play victim. Yes, I would. Just different ages.
Right. I think definitely Candace.
And they both got mommy issues too. Remember?
Yeah.
Kenya's mother has never had her mother, and and Candace is trying to. I can't even tell you what that relationship is. I'm not even gonna put my hand
the
in that.
relationship is Candace is a child still to her mother because her mother still takes care of her.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as I buy your tampons and your underwear, you're gonna listen to me.
Yeah. And Denise, I don't know why they are still on the show since they don't live in Potomac. I'm not sure. I don't know. Can they find other women in Potomac? Like, I'm not sure. Because the only thing they said was just Karen and Monique. Those are the only two that live in Potomac.
Yeah, because Robin is broke, and at least if she was, I mean, like you don't even live in Potomac, you broke. Like, what is your reason for being on this show, Giselle? What is your reason for being on this show? You're not a first wife anymore. I mean, a first lady anymore. You're not married. You don't live in Potomac. Like, none of them is. Why are y'all still here? Why were you even put on the show? Because from the beginning, Robin was not in Potomac. Robin had already lost their money when she came on the show.
Mm-hmm. I think Sharice was on. She was in Potomac as well too. Sharice was.
Yeah, Sharice was, but Giselle and Robin were never.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just Karen and Monique. I think at one point Karen went to Great Falls. She was living in Great Falls. Yeah. I'm not sure. They probably will find another one, like a new another housewives.
I hope they do.
It's departure.
Because I don't want nobody else that's gonna click up with Giselle, and she really needs to stand on her own this season so we can get her up out of there because she has nothing to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Do you watch? Do you watch? Do you watch Atlanta? Are you
hmm
okay? Yeah. So we were
I
just
really ain't
comparing,
been
like,
into it
which one
this
is
season.
better between Atlanta and Potomac.
But for me this season,
Mhm.
Potomac blew everybody out the water.
Yeah.
Monique was a storyline and she wasn't even on the screen. Like what housewife has done that?
Yeah. I definitely think Potomac was a lot better. Now Lucy in our channel, Lucy reviews Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah. And
It's a snooze fest for me.
that's what I said. I said it's just too much going on. Like it's so much going on. I don't know.
It
Like
isn't even cohesive though. Remember their storylines will flow with each other.
the what?
Their storylines they would flow with one another. You could intertwine them. It's like
Hmm.
I'm over here, you over there, now you over there. Like ain't nobody got nothing that's going together.
Yeah. I definitely think, I think that I don't know, it's just a lot of storyline. It's just not even it's not like that great anymore. Ever since, I know people are saying like Nene, ever since Nene departure, I don't know, I'm sad to see our girl Nene go, Lanithia. Like I'm kind of sad to see her go, but I think that, you know, and
What did she bring?
what did she?
Exactly. What did Nene bring? I feel like let me just say all 12 years, or is it 12 years that Nene has been on the show. Nene has brought nothing but drama, I would say. Just
And
she's always on her high horse. She's
oh
always
God,
as someone should bow down to her. Like even when the ladies try to, bring Nene along, like I don't know if it was like 2 or last seasons ago, Nene was still acting like she did not want to communicate with the ladies. She didn't want to talk to them. Like she didn't want to do anything with the ladies.
we're
And
co-workers. We're
yeah,
not friends. We're co-workers. Get out
exactly.
of here, lady.
Oh, she did.
Went to Hollywood, got a big head, came back. Went to Broadway, got a bigger head, came back. When they stopped answering her phone calls, she came back again, but she thought that she was still girl. No, you did this to yourself.
I think so too, and I think that's what people fail to realize is that Nene has so many trust, and this is where I want to bring Andy into the light. Andy gave Nene so many opportunities.
Chances, right?
Yeah, he really did. Andy really gave Nene so many opportunities to really gain herself. And Nene really messed that up for herself. She really did. Because I've watched the show since, from the very beginning. I've always been an
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta fan. And I've watched Nene do so many things on that show where I would say Nene needs to go. And now that she's left, she's bringing up, all this that Andy is doing, say boycott Bravo, this, all because of your experience, all because of her experience in particular.
It is irritating as hell because now he's a racist, but as long as he was giving you a check, you
Exactly.
had no problem being his puppet. I
Exactly.
mean, you were his muse. What are you talking about, Nene? You cannot sit here and say and do what you want on somebody else's show. She actually thinks she made this show. No, you were on a franchise. It's an ensemble cast. You cannot do it by yourself. Stop thinking that you are bigger than what you are and fall in line or fall out. Which one?
And I feel
Nobody owe you.
exactly, and I feel that's where Nene messed up as that she felt like she was over and beyond everyone in that show, even Andy. Because I don't know what particular season it was, and she made a comment, and I think I don't know if Andy checked her on it, but I think that Nene really had like seriously. I think since like she went through Hollywood, Like you said, she came back. She felt she was better than some of the ladies there. But look at Candy. Candy is the richest one out of all of those. All those like, I, obviously. But Candy acts. She's so humble. She's just adjusting to whatever it is. She doesn't act like she's better than all of the ladies. And I'm just
Right.
well, Nene, you should be doing what Candy is doing if you really want to really keep collecting these checks. It's not about, you know, who's better or I'm better than this. It's if you really want that check, you have to really assimilate yourself into what is going on.
When Nene started getting good wigs, Nene done lost. That's when Nene lost her mind.
Nene start getting good with what? Nene the what?
Her good wigs. Remember when she first came on the show? Nene was a hot mess. She got her new wigs and her third nose, and she just been thinking she's been since. I cannot take her. How do you want somebody to boycott a whole network where there are other black people getting checks and getting paid? Not only the stars, but the people on production.
You're not going to boycott?
For what?
Bravo.
For what?
I mean, Monique spoke about it. Nene spoke about it.
But
Nene will make me not want to boycott Bravo even more.
Yeah, it's because of Nene. It's not because of, for me, it's Nene. I think Nene has her own issue, and I think that hers, whether boycotting Bravo or not boycotting Bravo, her issue is different from everyone else's. The issue that she has with Andy is different, totally different from everyone else's. Now Nene will come out, and then that's what my question is: why now, Nene, that you want to boycott Bravo? About 11 seasons ago, 8 seasons ago, you didn't want to do that, right? You came and you left and you came back. You left and you came as you please. Now Andy's tired of your shenanigans, and he decided, they decide whatever happened with the contract, you're no longer on the show, and now you want to bring about stuff that Andy's doing, and you feel like everyone else should join you in the fight. No, that's not how that works.
Nene, if they wouldn't have dropped her number of episodes last season, and they wouldn't have dropped her period this season, Nene wouldn't have a problem. Nene is for Nene, but you still want to sit at the table. You still want to meet. And if somebody did all this wrong to you, why do you want to be in their presence?
Exactly.
That lets you know it's not about them being racist and not. It's not giving her what she wants. That's what that is. I want this amount on my check, and y'all not trying to give it to me. But look, now that y'all not gonna give me no check at all, we can sit down and negotiate. No, you should have did that from the beginning before you left and started calling people racist. That's when you should have did that. Now, why do I want to take a meeting with somebody that's out here telling people all these lies about me? That's crazy. How did that even make sense in your head?
Exactly. And I think that's what a lot of you folks realize is that Nene's for Nene. Nene's not for anyone else. She's just using her own personal feelings that she has to disguise, what the real issue is. So I definitely think that I don't understand why Nene now feels like now is the right time to bring about all of this. Why didn't this happen like 8 seasons ago? Why? Because Nene,
I mean, okay, this is what I have to say. I think that Nene was okay because it's definitely hard to see someone that started that was like one of the, I want to say the founders, because we had Real Housewives of Beverly Hills first before Atlanta. So it's definitely hard to see like one of the first like original cast members leave. And Nene, she was one of the last original cast members to leave. So it's hard to see her go because like she built a fan base, and a lot of people watch Real Housewives of Atlanta because of Nene. Like everywhere you go, like Nene. But I do agree that ever since she went to Hollywood and stuff, she did get kind of carried away and wasn't really nice to her other castmates. And I guess that started biting her in the butt.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I said ever since Nene went to Hollywood, she wasn't really nice to her other castmates. Yeah, I think we're having some technical difficulties, but yeah, I mean, it's sad to see Nene go, but I think they definitely need to add another OG, like a Phaedra. Ooh, I want Phaedra back. Definitely want Phaedra back.
Hear me?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, you guys.
I think I had to log back in and come. I think I had to log out and come back in.
Yeah, they definitely are cycling out all the OGs in the franchise. Yeah. We definitely see that in most of the franchise. Like all the OGs in OC, like Orange County, is gone. Most of the OGs
Right. So why does Nene think it's a race thing? Like I'm not understanding.
I mean, it kind of is. Like, okay, do you watch Beverly Hills? Do you watch Beverly Hills?
Sometimes.
Okay, but look at Lisa Vanderpump, right? Like, she was one of the OGs of Beverly Hills. She's got multiple spinoffs, multiple spinoffs.
Nene is not interesting. I don't want to see a spinoff with Nene. And most people I talk to don't want to see a spinoff with Nene.
Nene
That got nothing to do with her race. That got something to do with her not being entertaining on her own and not wanting to go there with her family. You can't hide everything and then think somebody gonna want to see you for 34 hours.
Okay,
doing what?
But Lisa Vanderpump has she has Vanderpump Rules, and those are like spinoff based on that circles around Lisa Vanderpump, and she was one of the OGs of Beverly Hills, and she's gotten spinoffs.
But that tells you that Lisa Vanderpump, she produced. I mean, she presented a show that people might want to see, so they gave her a show. I don't see that got something to do with race. I just see that Nene ain't bring. Look at you see the show that she tried to produce with the reading room. What was that monstrosity? What was that about?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think Lucy, you reviewed it, right?
I did review it. I did review, and to be quite honest with you, I really support, these little shows. Like, I really do support it. But when Nene, and I was really looking forward to anything that Nene had coming out, although I'm not really a Nene fan, but I was really interested to know, what was really, what this was about. So I did look, watched it and did a review on it. And I honestly, I thought that this was not it. If this was what Nene had, this is what her plan was. I just feel like Nene needs to go back to production and have this really worked out. She needs to just have it all planned out before she shows something like this. It was not
Good at all.
No. There's no words I can describe it. It was just not it.
And if that's the type of show she was presenting to Bravo, I understand why they didn't give her a show.
Exactly. And you made a good point. What exactly is Nene's spinoff? Okay, so what would Nene in her? What did Nene present? What would she be presenting? What exactly is her spinoff?
Now bring Bryson and his ghetto baby mamas. Yeah, we would want to see that. But she's not going to do that.
I don't know if I really want to see that. Really want it, maybe, because I mean, I feel like we don't really see a side of like me. Like, honestly, we really don't really see much of Nene. Do you like her, like, as far as like family? Like, we used to, but now like the last season Nene was in, we really didn't really see that much of Nene. Like, as far as like her kids.
Nene had a lot going on, guys. Nene had a lot. You guys know she was dealing with the whole Greg situation, his health.
Greg was healed last season. Last season, Greg no longer had cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I'm saying.
And hold on 1 sec. Remember when Greg went into the hospital to have an operation and Nene dropped him off at the front door and went to hang up clothes and swag?
Oh,
she was dealing with a lot. I'm never going to believe that.
Yeah. Hey, B Stokes.
Yeah. But okay, so let's talk about, is it Beverly Hills or Orange County where Vicky and Tamara? Now I am so, Vicky and Tamara, those two were something else. And I think that, whatever happened with their contracts, I think that Bravo did a really good job with, not having them come back to the show, because their relationship, Vicky and Tamara's relationship, was starting to get a little bit toxic. To where it was becoming I was starting to feel really bad for Vicky. Because Tamara Judge used to really, she used to be the really used to lie a lot. She really used to do a lot of stuff on that, to she would really be like a bone carrier, kind of like what
Right.
she would always be the bone carrier. She would always start stuff. Her mouth was never, it was always she always had a lot to say, even her own best friend Vicky. So I was really excited to see them go, because I felt like their time, the OGs, their time was up. It was starting to get a little bit toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Housewives not getting toxic, but they need to do something different. Atlanta, they need to do something different, because this is not working.
Yeah, I think Atlanta needs to do something different. I mean, I definitely think I mean, them adding I think there's okay. Them adding what's her name? What's that girl's name? LaToya.
Yeah, Rhoa say Blue or LaToya.
Yeah, I felt that. I think there's a little static going on.
But it's cheesy now. Y'all really are talking. Y'all grown women are talking about people wig. That's what we're doing now. We're picking on people. We're bullying.
Right.
That's what we come to.
Right. And they didn't do this in the beginning, early, the early episodes, they were just having a good old time. You had Kim, Mimi, Sheree. Now it's just we're gonna talk
they
about
were actually friends, or even if they weren't friends, they knew each other. They had some kind of relationship with one another. Now they just randomly picking people on the street. You want to be on Housewives? Come on. You got where you live. You got how much money you make.
Right.
Okay, yeah, come on. You ain't even got to be able to dress. You ain't got to be able to do none of that. Just come on.
Oh wait, so I was thinking, did y'all watch the preview? Am I staticking? I feel like I'm staticking.
I don't hear you staticking, baby.
Okay, so did y'all watch the preview of hold on. I feel like I'm staticking. Okay, hello? Okay, so did y'all watch the preview of this, the new upcoming episode that's coming on Sunday? So to me, I feel that LaToya, you can tell she's coming off more of a fan of the show, because as soon as I think it was Fallon, she was saying, "Oh, you're." Pretty much already knew that she was married to an older man. It's just kind of she did her studies on the girl.
Yes, right. She did her research.
Her research on the girl.
And it come off a bit jealous. It come off a bit envious also.
Yeah. Yeah, you can kind of already tell. Hey guys, hold on. I think I'm really static. I don't know how to fix this. Okay, let me see. I need to go on mute and then come back. Okay. Hello? Yeah, I think I'm kind of staticking. Is anyone logged on to YouTube? I think that's kind of what happened. Anyone on YouTube? If so, you may want to have to turn it off.
I'm off YouTube.
Okay. Okay, hello? It's static. I don't know why it's doing this.
I don't hear your static, babe.
Oh, I hear it. I hear it.
You sound clear as day to me.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess if no one else can hear, it's just me, then I guess I'll keep talking. But yeah, it definitely seems like she comes off as she already did her research on all the ladies, and she already knows the ifs and everything that's going on with the ladies. So
and it's like it's like she was at home, okay, so I'm gonna get with her, because if I get with her, she's such and such, and I'm gonna get with her, and if I get with her, I can do such as it's like she's been at home strategizing or something.
Yeah, it's so overly like you can just tell it's like very produced. Like it's
It's
not
not genuine, right? Genuine at all.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like, I mean, because she was already big here on YouTube, so I'm sure, so she knows like Kenya Moore, like
And she's been waiting for this moment to get on.
But I love like the friendship between Fallon, Portia, that kind of thing. It was so organic. And Tanya time, like that was so organic.
Yeah. And Kenya, why would you ever out your mouth say this girl is using this Black Lives Matter for a storyline? Kenya, what is wrong with you? There's some things you may think, but you just don't say.
On national television too. Why would you say that?
Right, this lady is helping to make sure that when your daughter grows up, that she can have the rights that she's supposed to be afforded to by the Constitution.
But
what is wrong with you?
So I want to say something.
Okay, hold on. Lucy, are you on the YouTube channel? Like, are you also logged on YouTube? You may want to click that out. If you
Let me move.
Okay, like.
Okay, can you hear
me? Yeah, it's still kind of static.
Let's talk about the unpopular.
Okay, yours is static and Lucy.
Yeah, join back again. I'm going to remove you and join back again, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, hello? Yeah, say something. It's still doing it.
She might need to go all the way back out, then go back to YouTube and hit the tab. And see
you may have to click. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's me as well too. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
It sounds better.
Okay, so I think I have to.
Nope, it's cutting out again.
Yeah, it's still silent. Okay. Do you know? Do you think I have to like remove myself? Think, girl.
I have no idea. You might want to remove us all, and then we all come back in.
Okay, so how would I? I'm sorry, this is the first time doing it. How would I do that? Would I just leave the studio?
We can press leave our own self and just hit back.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, see, it's not doing it anymore.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if all of us go out and come back in, see if it'll work that way.
Okay. Yeah, it's not doing it anymore. Okay. I think that's what it was. Lucy, say something.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. B Stokes, what happened? I thought you were coming up.
Yeah, I think she said she's having some connection problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I can't believe she did say that. Like, like Portia was doing a really, really good thing, with the Black Lives Matter, like marching. And she was doing this before they even started taping it. Cause I remember back on Instagram. And so she was even like doing this way before, being very active, being, very like, living up to her.
Yeah, because she was there from like almost day one when the riots first started.
Mm-hmm. And I don't like how they keep holding this whole like, Underground Railroad, like it's like it's like something that keeps like replaying. Okay, she said it. Like move on. Like how long ago was this?
Yeah, but it's still funny though.
But it's kind of like, yeah, I answer this stuff, like, but you
But when
can't.
you don't have anything to talk about, what can you? That's what they do. They rely on their They rely on making you look crazy
Yeah,
to
you
make
got.
them feel better.
But don't you think that there's I mean, for your grandfather to be one of the be one of the big names that was involved in the civil rights movement. I mean,
Mhm.
do you think it was important for Portia to actually educate herself or really know what it wasn't even it wasn't I don't know if Portia does this for if she says these things because it's a little concerning to me that some of the comments that she makes is she just says it to be just to be
But she got better though. But she's got way
You
better. I really
did.
believe Portia thought the Underground Railroad was a goddamn railroad. I really believe that she thought it was 265 days in the year. That's back when
No,
Portia was just ditzy and being a home wife and just letting Cordell lead her.
but that's what we
Like
love
now,
to see, though. Is growth.
right,
Like she's
right,
been
because it
like
was authentic. She
she's
really thought
growing.
that.
Right.
he
And
grow
when
but
Portia first came, she was like so different. Like you, like the Portia that came on Real Housewives of Atlanta. See, like when she first came on, she was very like look the long skirt. She always wore
Boy,
dresses. Yeah. And now, like that's what we love to see is like growth. She's evolving.
right.
You see Portia growing each
Um,
season.
yeah, because I can't go to the strip club. He wouldn't want me in a girl
but
gone somewhere.
do we okay so I do want to bring go back to something we were just talking about a moment ago is regarding the comment that Kenya made in regards to whether Portia was doing this for clout, was protesting
Hmm.
for clout. Now she did say that Portia was arrested twice. And maybe basically she was saying that does that just because she keeps getting arrested, does that mean that she's trying to find herself in the middle of something? Basically,
No, that means that the police officers are just being petty and locking people up because she's not the only person that's getting arrested.
Yeah, who wants to even who wants to sit in jail? Like they said that jail was
Right,
like
a dirty jail at that.
yeah. Who literally, come on, guy. Like
Crowded. It's hot. It was summertime when this was going on. It's hot
right.
as heck. I just don't see it. It just don't make rational sense for that to be something that you just want to do. Martin Luther King never wanted to get locked up. Like, who wants to just get locked up?
Hey, Samir, can you show us hold on.
Hello.
Hi.
hi Samir.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Samir. Hi. So we're just talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac. We're just trying to compare the two. Which one is better? Do you watch the show? Do you want to add anything?
No, continue.
I'm sorry?
Continue.
I said continue.
Oh, okay. I think he helped. Oh, okay. Maybe he wanted to join. Yeah, but who really wants to sit in a hot jail in the summer in Kentucky at that, Louisville?
Without your baby and you taking time away, I just don't see that. Hey,
Yeah.
anything's possible, but I just don't see it.
I think Kenya had to eat her words for that because that's just not something you say on national television.
Right. Like even if that's what I'm saying, even if you thought that, why bring it to TV? Why bring a divide into something that's so positive?
Now everyone's gonna be looking at what the activism Portia's doing as like
Right.
maybe
You just brought attention to it and made people want to pay attention more. But for the
yeah.
wrong reasons though. They're not looking at it to help to see they're looking to knock it.
And if you were so moved by it, why didn't do it?
Right.
Why didn't do it? Like I love what Tamika Mallory said. Like without celebrities, that's why they call on celebrities because celebrities can bring more attention and more awareness to this. Like the whole like Breonna Taylor was her incident happened like early in the 2020, and it didn't really start catching attention until
After George Floyd. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it's kind of like that's why celebrities do talk about it, because it brings more awareness and more attention.
But my thing is, if Portia could leave her baby, whether she's doing it for clout or not, why didn't you leave? Why didn't you?
Exactly.
Brooklyn got a nanny. Brooklyn, you got an aunt.
Exactly, and that's
Get
what
out there. If you need a storyline, get out there because we so tired of hearing about Mark.
Right, because
What?
Portia, I mean, she left her whole family, her kids. She was out there, you know. If it was so much for storyline, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you go out there and protest like Portia? If it was, I mean, okay, what if it was for a story? At least she did it.
Right,
You
that's what
know,
I'm saying. Don't knock
sacrifice
it.
And put herself
in danger. Put
Right.
herself in danger.
For whatever reason she did it, it brought awareness. So it really doesn't even, that cancels her doing it for self out anyway, because it brought national attention.
It brought national attention, and then Breonna Taylor can get the justice that she deserves, and her family. So
that's what I'm saying. So also, by you saying that, how do you think that made her family feel? Like, you have to think about the whole picture.
Thank you so much that you said that. Thank you. How would her family
like the vibe with Black women? That irks me. Every day I try to do something to take that stereotype away. Whether it's a stay high, you need help, hold the door, something, because Black women, it seems like Black women are other Black women's worst enemy at times. We talk about what everybody else do to us, but then we go and do worse to each other. Like, why we just can't come together? If Black women came together, do you know what we could do? So for y'all been on national TV, like, come on, show our girls something to aspire to.
Exactly.
I have a 23-year-old daughter, and I need her to. Oh, believe me, I'm doing my part. She's a college graduate. She has her own nonprofit. She has her own jewelry business. But come on, we all need to do this. It's not just my daughter. We all need our daughters to see something positive.
Exactly, we really do. Like what Portia's doing a really good. You know, she's doing a really really good job. You know, it's scary just being out there in general. It's really really scary. And you know, they have like what is it? Is it
gas?
Gas, yeah.
Billy, they beat water. Do you know the things that our ancestors went through to get us to this point? And if you are willing to put yourself out there, no matter what the consequences are, all you can do is raise your hand and you got to raise that up. Come on now.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this.
Yeah, that's true.
Portia something could have happened to Portia, and she has the same way you have Brooklyn, she has PJ at home. And she's out there not just for you, not just for herself, not just for the, for the people who've lost their lives into this, but like she's also doing it for you as well. So it's like you to make that comment is definitely something Kenya has to really come out and really retract this, because
she has to eat her words for it. Yeah,
has to.
Yeah.
But her pride will never allow her to do that, and that's the sad part, because it's no longer about you.
Yeah, people were go Kenya, yeah, Kenya, you said that. No, like
that is so irritating.
Not. It's so irritating. And supporting what she said. No, the thing about it just okay. It only just imagine if you were in that place. Wouldn't you want somebody to be as active as Portia is? You know, even Beyonce was even active. You know, like. You know, although Beyonce, we all know she does things silently. She's a silent supporter, but still she was being really, really active, you know, proactive, I should say.
And that's people's problem. You don't want people to do things until it hits your door. No, if you do it before it hits your door, maybe it won't hit your door at all. Because guess what? You prevented it. You got out there. We did something about it. We put a spotlight on it. So now they know they're on watch. We can't do that one no more.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do something else, we knock that down too. But if we keep being divided, how can we get ahead? It's not other people that's holding us back. It's us holding us back.
Exactly. And I would Kenya's platform, Kenya definitely could have definitely been out there as well with her platform that she had, and that she really carries to her upper, really held, really hold it high. I think that Kenya definitely could have been out there doing the same thing Portia was doing, but we didn't see Kenya really. We didn't really see Kenya anywhere, or even she did post a few things, but I just want to like really ask Kenya what really have she's been involved in, like, as far as like what are some of her projects that she's been involved in. We can say, okay, Kenya, besides some of the stuff that we saw in the last seasons, but I just
Kenya
want,
more hair care. That's
Came
about
more
all.
here, right?
I
yeah,
didn't even see nothing
Oh,
about
she
Kenya
did
all summer until
something
the show was
with
about to drop.
with Ferguson, with Phaedra. They went out there too, but
yeah,
still
that's
was kind of
that.
catty as well.
Yeah, that was one I was referring to. Yes,
Hmm.
but currently, what is Kenya doing? Like, what exactly besides her and Mark's relationship that we've been hearing for the past seasons, and it just keeps. It's just that there's no and there's no really resolution to this.
Hmm.
Um, and I was just trying to call Portia out for something she's really, whether or not she's doing it for, for clout, or whether or not she's doing it for her, for the right reasons. Portia is still
She's
out there.
doing it.
She really
Hmm.
took risk. And with all this pandemic, in the midst of the pandemic that was going on, Portia was out there. Imagine getting just
Right.
tear gas. She has a 1 year old. Was 1 year old, right, PJ? Yeah, 1 year old.
Yeah.
Her mom, her just took a great risk and really.
Yeah, I forgot all
And
about
she
the
said she was
pandemic part. Like,
prepared.
man,
She
who's
said she was
risking their
prepared.
health for somebody else? Even if she did the lockup part for who going out there in COVID for publicity?
Exactly.
COVID, yeah.
That right there should have let you know you got to be crazy if you really think that this girl went out there, risked her life, going back home to her child, having to quarantine herself away from her child. Once she gets back home, who's doing all that for clout?
Exactly. Exactly. That exactly.
That makes it extra crazy after when you put the COVID factor in there. Come on now, can you get
And
girl?
I hope that Cynthia and Candy do not really support her on this one because that was just
But you
wrong.
see Candy's face though. Candy like what? Candy like you about to bring me in this? Nerd, 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 nerd.
And I don't think Candy's gonna make because Candy. I don't think Candy's going to really support Kenya in that, because I can already see it, and I don't think Kenya and Cynthia as well. Cynthia is like has a how do I say this? Yeah, Cynthia may people may portray Cynthia as something that she maybe like Nini's how do
Puppet.
I say this?
Yeah,
Yeah, puppet.
Yeah, but
yes, man.
she really does make good points. Like when she talks, and she really makes valid points at times where you can say, okay, she's really bringing in, like, really making quite a point. Like, so I think that if Kenya was to say that and address that to Cynthia, I think that Cynthia would definitely give her one of the like a great advice and say, I don't really think that, I don't think that this is what Portia is doing. I don't think she's doing this for clout. Because I remember in one of Cynthia's posts, she really did congratulate Portia for really taking the risk to really fight, join in the fight against what was going on. So I don't think I don't think Cynthia is going to be in support of this.
No, Cynthia loves Noel too much to even do that because she knows what the consequences of what Portia's doing is, who is helping. She loves her daughter too much to even dabble in that foolishness.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it can be your sister. Anybody can be. You never know where life takes you.
Right. You
Yeah.
can walk down the street and something happen. No, we can't. No, we can't. We cannot.
Just Christmas Eve, a guy, what's his name? I forget his name. Was just in his house and just got shot by the police. So it can
Right.
happen to anybody, even in your own home, like Breonna Taylor. Like it can happen to anybody. So
Anybody.
yeah,
Like the lady that got her house went into, and she in the shower, she naked. They handcuffing her, and they at the wrong house. Like, what is wrong with what?
yeah, or
And
even
y'all don't feel that was wrong?
there was even the guy that he went to the mall and they're accusing him of stealing and they already handcuffed him in front of his child. So it's just like it can happen to anybody, regardless of status, regardless of money. It can happen to anybody.
Right. Like the black little boy that was with his father at the hotel. His father's a Grammy Award winning trumpet. This white lady lost her iPhone. She sees the man. She don't know these people. They come off as soon as they get off the elevator, and his son has his iPhone in his hand. She tells the man, "That's my phone right there. You're not even in this hotel. How is that your phone? How did they get your phone from off the
Oh,
elevator?
I saw that. I saw that, man.
You
Right.
tackled this little boy to the ground, and then come to find out you left your phone in Uber,
In the Uber.
and you still have not apologized. And then you doubled down and said that they attacked you. What is wrong with people?"
Oh, I don't know. Oh gosh, right. And it just doesn't look good. I don't know how
Right, and this is why we gotta
come out
fight.
tomorrow. It's supposed to come out. So we're gonna see how it goes down, like what everyone thinks about it. Hopefully she doesn't get a lot of naysayers or yes ma'am, or hope can Cynthia and Candy do kind of hold Kenya accountable, because that's just not, like, she should never say that on national television.
Hey, B.
Hey, B.
Hey, hey, I can finally come in. I don't know what was going on earlier.
Yeah, no problem.
I was trying to come in when when y'all were talking about the past, like OGs and everything, and me not understanding why Nene is taking it so personal when they have been cycling out OGs in all franchises. Because bottom line is, the Real Housewives, the oldest franchise has been out for what, damn near 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Your story is over. What else is we done seen? You have kids grow up, go off to college, married, divorced, married again, businesses started, failed. It's like they're trying to cycle down and get a new demographic of viewers. Mm-hmm. It's not anything personal. It's business. Mm-hmm. And if you were smart when you were at your peak, you should have taken that and spent it to something else. That's why every season Candy is coming with some type of spinoff or some type of business or some type of show. People can talk about Candy all you want. Even if it's a business that lasts for one season, she'd have made her millions off of that season and kept it pushing next season.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's true.
And this no matter what, reality TV is only gonna last so long. You're not gonna be on it for 20, 30 years.
Right. And Candy might not be in next year.
And you know what? If Candy do leave, I guarantee you she's gonna leave on her own terms. She's not gonna be bitter and mad about it, and she's gonna. What do they say? Leave them wanting more.
Right, I'm about to say, and we'll see her on our screen in another capacity. You best believe it. And I love Candy to death. But yeah, her story has came full circle too. But I guarantee you, she won't say it's racist. It's racism the reason why she's not on the show anymore.
And the thing about it too with this boycott Bravo now, it started with Mariah, and again it comes to a likability factor. Yes. Mhm. Sorry, y'all, I'm ordering food. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. But it comes to a likability factor. Mariah made Married to Medicine. This we all know. She claims that her contracts were in order, and that's what very well, great, and good. If your contracts were as in order as you claim for them to have been, you could not have gotten pushed out.
Thank you.
You could not have gotten pushed out. Now, as far as her being on the screen, she just was not likable as a cast member. She just wasn't.
That part.
As far as her being an executive producer, she does deserve whatever rights and everything because she did create the show. So I'm not against her for pushing that, but let's not convolute the issue. If you're not on the TV screens, because people just don't want to see your story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the fact that Nene is jumping on, to this, it's opportunistic and it's not genuine.
And it's making Mariah lose validability because now it's like, are you really doing what is going on now? You hit the wrong person to your wagon, boo.
Yeah, I think that Mariah, she has a case because Mariah was, like Married to Medicine was her thing. It was her intellectual idea. I think Mariah definitely has a case. Nene, in a way, I feel that she definitely, for her being an OG, and you see the other franchise, you see Beverly Hills, you see New York, the way they did kind of treat Nene compared to the other OGs, it's definitely, it wasn't right. You know how they would treat her, pretending to like.
In what way is that though? Because I'm confused.
Thank you, because I was about to ask the same
what
question.
the
Okay, like I
what the bad
mentioned,
treatment was.
think girl for okay, Lisa Vanderpump. She got Vanderpump Rules. She got spinoffs, you know, and she was pretty much.
But Nene did get a spinoff.
She
Nene got her wedding spinoff. And the thing about it is, just like we're talking about spinoffs, technically we can consider Candy to be an OG. She came in second season.
Okay.
Candy has gotten multiple spinoffs. The issue is Candy presents those spinoffs to the network. She comes with a finished and fleshed idea. Hey, this is what I want to do. Blah, 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 blah. And then the network either chooses to pick it up or don't. Has Nene been doing that consistently? Candy said that she pitches them an idea every season. She says sometimes they pick them up, sometimes they don't. That has nothing to do with race. That has to do with business acumen.
Nene wants them to give her a show because she is Nene. If she's showing, presenting them shows like The Reading Room, that's why they did not pick up your show. And then if you're not willing to show your life on the ensemble cast, are you gonna hold the attention for longer than that by yourself? If you don't even want to show your family, come on now.
That's true. That's true.
You have to be very like open.
Come in.
And
so I really don't think it's about. Go ahead, B.
I was gonna say, as far as now, I don't watch some of the other ones. I only watch Atlanta, Potomac, and Beverly Hills. But I want to say, what's Vicky? That's the OC girl, right?
OC, yeah.
And they were talking about how she was phased out. It starts off with you getting less and less episodes, and then next thing you know, you get phased out. That's what they did to Nene.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, again, I'm not saying where you were treated differently. You were treated like the other OGs. Maybe you could scream ageism, but racism, I can't.
Right. But you never hollered racism when you were getting your check. That's the whole thing. Nobody's going to get over that point, Nene. I'm not working for anybody that's treating me less than. Why are none of the other women coming out saying that it's racism? Phaedra not there no more. Phaedra hasn't said they did. If anybody should be crying, it should be Phaedra. She got cast out. You never heard her come back and say, well, Andy is racist. They did none of that. So that takes your value. That loses points for you. Because if the person that was taken off in a harsh way isn't coming up and saying the things that you're saying, why would we believe that's what you're, come on. You're not going to make me believe that.
And again, that goes back to likability. The reason why
everybody loves Phaedra.
Yeah, but even though they liked Phaedra, everybody loved Candy, and Candy was bringing in something to the network. That's why they chose Candy.
And I also think it's creativity as well, because Candy has a very foolish side, and she can like think of, like you say, when she first came in, the whole Kim Zodiac song, "Party for the Party." She was very creative, and I feel that Nene may not have that kind of like that range of like creativity, like think of something like, you know, produce, like that producer kind of like work. I think Candy kind of has that range of creativity to produce.
Nene's still trying to get her YouTube channel together, so you know she ain't got that kind of range. And all you need is a camera for YouTube.
Yeah.
But I brought up Phaedra just to say, if anybody was going to be a disgruntled employee, you would have thought that it would be Phaedra. So for Nene to be saying these things, it's unbelievable, because the person that had the right to want to bash and do all of that to the network, she didn't do it. So that you lose some accountability with that. I can't believe you.
Yeah, I think Mariah has a better case. Mariah definitely has a better case from Married to Medicine. Mariah Huck.
But that's only if Mariah, because they also are saying Mariah had 2 contracts she could have got. They said that she could have been the EP or she could have been on screen. And some people are saying that she picked on screen. So if she didn't take the EP, like, you got to worry about that contract also.
Well, she did an interview, she did this interview last year, early 2020, and she talked about that because a lot of people were saying that she signed away her rights, and she made it clear that she did not. She said she was offered two contracts, the EP and the like talent. And she said at one point she was not offered the talent contract again, but she still had her EP.
Okay.
But her issue is not necessarily that she's still that she's not be that she does. Oh, shoot! I just ran that light. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. The issue is not her being a EP. It's how she's being treated in the boardroom.
Oh, okay.
They're saying that her issue is that even though she is still considered an EP, even though she still has the title on the screen, when decisions are being made, she's not included in those decisions. That's where her issue is.
Okay, I get you now. I really didn't pay attention to that. To tell you the
I think was it the interview that she did with Hollywood Unlocked?
No, because I can't watch Jason. It was with
I remember
who was it? I can't remember who it was. It was a little white guy. I cannot remember who it was. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. But it was a very detailed interview. She spoke very well. She was very clear and concise about what her grievances were, and it was not a and she even was saying how they've done the different spin-offs of Married to Medicine. They had what Dallas and LA.
Yeah, they did have that out, and I think LA is canceled.
LA just got canceled.
Yeah,
LA
and
just got canceled. None of them have worked, and she was saying that the reason why none of them have worked, in her opinion, is that she was cut out of the deal, which I can understand. If you created the franchise, you created the idea. When it expands, you should be included in all decisions moving forward within it.
Right. Because Shawnee Show got basketball wives all over the place, and she never was cut out.
And she's exactly, and it's that's her issue. And she was saying that's why she feels like those franchises did not succeed because they ain't have the sauce that she has to make them, entertainable. As much as whether you are on Mariah's side or not or whatever, what is true is that the Atlanta girls are engaging, and you want to watch them.
They are.
Right.
I
love Mariah.
Atlanta,
I just never followed the story that long.
Atlanta and LA, you can definitely see, and even when Dallas was, I don't even think Dallas even finished, but you can definitely see the difference between Atlanta and LA. Like all of the girls, like most of the girls, they're like a group of friends. Like you have the Dr. Jackies, the Dr. Simone's, they all know each other some kind of way, They were friends before the show. They even knew Mariah, Dr. Simone was Mariah's OBGYN, but then when you watch kind of LA, it was just kind of like a producer kind of created.
Yeah, it was like we want y'all to meet each other like 2 weeks before we gonna film, so y'all can so y'all can get to know each other.
Yeah, I think the only people that actually knew each other was Dr. Brandon, Dr. Imani, because they went to Xavier.
They didn't hold my attention from the beginning. I'm just sorry. Like, why your husband sleeping in the other room and your son sleeping in your bed? What is wrong with you? And he already live in Florida, so when I do come back home, I can't even sleep in the bed with my wife. What?
Yeah, I definitely think it was like producer kind of created friendship, and it didn't really.
And then it was LA, and it wasn't even fabulous. Like, show us some stuff.
Right.
This is LA.
Yeah. I don't know. I think definitely Atlanta, because and then they added Dr. Heavenly, which
and she gets on my last nerve, but she entertaining as hell.
She is hilarious.
She's hilarious. Like honestly, like she is funny. Dr. Heavenly she is funny.
She is, because me and her go back and forth in her comment section. She be having me dying laughing.
Yeah. Well, we are going to go ahead and end this little live. I think we've been on for almost like an hour and 30 minutes.
Nope, hour 38 minutes. Almost 4:39.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and end it. Thank you guys for joining in our first live session. Thank you, B. Thank you, think girl. I think someone else on here too. Okay, thank you, Takia, for also joining, and Denise. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys want to have anything else to say, go ahead and say anything else you guys want to say. But yeah, we just kind of want to kind of talk about Real Housewives, Atlanta, and Potomac, and just kind of get to know us, kind of our channel and stuff. So yeah.
But congratulations on your first live.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I told you I was gonna follow you the other night on Top Channel. I told you I'm a woman of my word.
Yes.
I tell you, Think Girl be in all the lives. Think Girl be in all the lives, all the comment sections.
Yes. Yeah, on Ty's channel.
Nothing else to do in quarantine.
Yeah, I think we were also on that 5-hour panel with Ty. Yeah, that was so fun. Yeah. And B, you were there too, right?
Yeah. I was. Yeah, I see she be in all of them because I be in all of them.
Right. We see each other.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But I just love coming with my sisters. I love showing my sisters love. I love seeing my sisters succeed. If I could do anything, if my little words can help in any kind of way, believe me, I'll always try my best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I'm subscribed to you too now, B.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Too. Yeah, I love
My girl magic. You gotta have it.
Kwanzaa series that you're doing.
Thank you. Oh, that was a lot of work. I'm actually really glad that Kwanzaa's over.
I love you always have the reminder. Oh, look, I didn't really follow Kwanzaa, I don't really know a lot about Kwanzaa, but I watched your series and stuff. That was really interesting.
Well, thank you for watching it. It was super fun. Literally filmed that been filming it since November because recreating those looks from Black is King, honey. Beyonce got coinage.
Right. Oh wow. So how long? When do you when do you start planning it and stuff for your series the Kwanzaa? How did you say you started planning it since November?
We started when me and my husband started planning it at right around the end of Halloween because one of my friends over here on YouTube, Silky Sack, she did a Black is King lookbook, and she was recreating some of the looks, and it would look really fun. So I started doing it in November. A lot of that stuff was either made by me, made by my husband, hot put together. Okay. You will be surprised, and then shooting it and editing and all that stuff we did within the month at the end of November throughout December.
Wow, the visuals are really good.
And Kwanzaa was just over yesterday, right? Wasn't the last day yesterday?
Kwanzaa was the last day, yes. Yesterday was Imani. So the whole series is up.
Oh, wow.
So if you've never known about Kwanzaa, if you want to know more about it, we definitely go into detail on what different things mean, what each day means, what you're supposed to reflect on. And I really do hope that it does bring some awareness to African Americans who are unaware about Kwanzaa because we celebrate everybody else's holidays, and this is a chance for us to appreciate our culture and ourselves and uplift us.
Y'all are just sitting here thinking I'm about to go to B Channel next.
Learn more.
Because I only know what my kids bring home from school, and the plays and stuff, and they make the certain stuff, and they teach what they teach them.
Yeah, definitely learn more about Kwanzaa. Because I wasn't really I don't really know a lot about Kwanzaa. Yeah.
And I want to know why Kwanzaa don't have a special.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say the only other mainstream theme I've seen about Kwanzaa since I was growing up with the Proud Family, and you ain't seen nothing else about it since.
Right. And not a lot of people actually do it here. I think you're the first person I've seen actually do a whole series on it on YouTube. Yeah.
But they need to give us a national holiday, some kind of way to tie it in. Christmas got one, Hanukkah got one, the Jews got one. Why we don't have a special day set up?
That's why
that
we
they
have to. That's why
actually
we have to educate each other and support
right.
each other and talk about it. But I do appreciate
Thank you
y'all
in
for having me
advance
on
for
here.
bringing awareness because I'm about to go watch it.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me on here. I'm gonna jump off before I get out the car.
Nice talking to you, Big.
Nice talking to y'all too. Bye.
Right.
All right.
All
Be
right. Thank
safe.
you all for your continued support. Thank you all. All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much. Next time we go live, we'll probably, I don't know, we may do like a review because I know Atlanta's coming on, and sadly Potomac is over, so I'll probably have to start
Right. Oh,
watching.
what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Right. I guess off-season shenanigans happen, so we have to keep up with that.
Yes, or pay or watch Monique's channel to see if she released any more of the binder.
Right. Maybe we can do like what is it? Tea time with Monique and just read a chapter of the binder.
Right. Or Karen, pay attention to Karen to see if she tell us what happened with Robin and Juan, the secret that she wouldn't tell.
I know. I wonder just how next season's gonna go. I just feel like a lot's gonna unfold. But I gotta, I guess now moving on to keep our attention to Atlanta now. See what's going on
Yeah,
over
and
there.
basketball wives and all that's supposed to be coming back.
Oh yeah, basketball.
The
And
last season drained me. I hope it's better because if it's not, I can't watch it. I can't.
right. Or Married to Medicine. I think Married to, do you watch Married to Medicine?
Oh, I love Virgin Medicine.
Okay, that's supposed to be coming on next season. So we got Married to Medicine, we got Basketball Wives.
Right. And loving hip hop supposed to be doing some kind of special behind the scenes something.
Oh yeah, Love and Hip Hop. So we got a few shows to keep us entertained next year or this year, I guess, to keep us entertained. So yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. But thank you guys so much. Thank you once again, Thick Girl. See, your thing says your thing is different. Like on here it says Thick Girl, and then here it says Thick Girl 40.
Yeah, it's thick girl. Yeah, it's supposed to be thick girl 40. I don't know what the hell.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, on the thing is showing up as like Think Girl 40, but
Right. I'm like, I not just paid attention to it when you said it.
oh, okay. I wonder if you can change. You can probably change it. Like
Yeah, I'm about to go change it right now when we get off here
yeah,
because on all my other platforms, Twitter and everything else is thick. And it was
yeah,
thick at first on here. I don't know what happened.
yeah. I think you can just like change it and stuff. But yeah. Well, all right then. I hope you have a good rest of the day.
You too, baby. Now you be safe.
All right
Stay
then.
as healthy as you can.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
enjoy your day.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye, babe. See you next time.
All right. Bye.
Hang up. I can't.
Oh.